What I can do in this life? I can box. I'm just undisputed. Sometimes I don't like it. Sometimes I like it.
The greatest boxer in the world.
So sometimes people will be like, oh, they're just playing around. We're like, well, watch the fight.
First of all, congratulations on your return after surgery. How are you feeling physically and emotionally?
Thank you. I missed training so much. I'm feeling much more better than I felt myself month before, 2 months before. And this training camp made me more confident about my health.
After stripping off his belts, Dmitry Bivol decided to go back to work hard to prepare for the upcoming bout with Michael Eifert. Unlike most fighters who make excuses after a devastating loss, Bivol has dedicated himself to training harder than ever before. This camp is filled with tough training drills, intensive sparring, and recovery techniques. Beating up bags for hours without pause and taking dips in ice-cold Issyk-Kul, Bivol seems to be ready for this comeback fight and eager to show everyone his skills as one of the best boxers.
You seem to keep a sense of humor even during intense training camps. Why is that important?
It's very important. I love jokes. I love my team because each person in our team has a good sense of humor. Different, but we like it, you know? Because when you are working hard, it's really tiring. You could be a little bit crazy, you know?
Beautiful. Раз, два, три.
Sparring has been one of the largest components of Bivol's camp. Clips from his training have shown Bivol moving sharply around the ring, throwing crisp combinations and maintaining composure despite pressure situations. The pace at which he is training and the technicality of his work is impressive. Bivol appears to be concentrating more on timing, defensive skills, and precision than throwing powerful punches that may result in a knockdown. Even following the defeat, Bivol appears quite confident within the gym. One more thing that received a lot of attention from people while camping was when Bivol submerged himself in the frigid Issyk-Kul lake, whose water temperature is known to reach 3 degrees centigrade. It may sound harsh, but Bivol remained cool. Cold baths help boxers restore muscle strength and build psychological resilience. Besides, it reflected the discipline that Bivol currently possesses.
Скорее щекочет, чем жжет. Come on, машина.
Maybe more.
One time.
After Dima.
One time.
One, please. Давай.
Not cold.
Один раз.
He did this morning. I came out this morning. We did a little strength session. We did some sprints. He cooled off.
At night.
Back and forth.
Bivol has also dedicated a great amount of time practicing against the punching bag. In training videos, you can see him throwing an endless stream of combinations at a fast pace. As for his punches, they remain as fast and precise as ever before, something that has always been among his greatest attributes as a boxer. Instead of throwing everything just to move the punching bag throughout the ring, Bivol concentrates on technique and rhythm. These training sessions are highly challenging, with almost no rest in between sets.
Крайняя минутка идет, крайний раунд. 10. Бомбим. 5. Не отпускать. Ну-ка рванули мешок. Даже не спотели, елки-палки.
Swimming has been another major part of Bivol's camp. He has been using it to improve endurance while also helping his body recover from the hard gym sessions. Unlike running, swimming puts less stress on the joints, which is important during a long training camp. Videos from camp showed Bivol swimming calmly and consistently as part of his daily routine. It fits perfectly with his style because he has always been known for staying relaxed and controlled inside the ring.
You, Kyrgyz word. Отдай.
Hyundai?
Отдай.
Kandai.
Like a lot of boxing experts right now, Teddy Atlas and his son also sounded fully behind Dmitry Bivol going into the fight against Michael Eifert. The way they spoke about Bivol made it very clear who he sees as the king at light heavyweight. He called Bivol the 175-pound king and reminded people that Bivol is still one of the best technical fighters in boxing, even after losing to Artur Beterbiev. They even said, find a guy you never heard of but you're going to hear about now, while introducing him. While Bivol has shared the ring with elite names and held world titles, Eifert remains largely unproven at the highest level. Teddy explained that Eifert has fought only once in the last few years, and that fight was a 6-rounder. Because of that inactivity, Teddy almost seemed surprised that Eifert was still sitting as the #1 IBF contender.
We're gonna wrap it up here. Before we do, we're not gonna preview this fight that we're gonna touch on coming up right now. If you want this fight, the full report, the pick, again, TeddyAtlasBoxing.com, the ropes. But that's the 175-pound king, the light heavyweight king, Dmitry Bivol. He's returning, has not fought since his rematch
Find
victory.
a guy you never heard of, but you're gonna hear about now.
Artur Beterbiev, he has not fought since then. Coming off of back surgery, obviously some inactivity due to that. And he's coming back against a guy, like you just said, that nobody's ever heard about, that is ranked #1 in the IBF. And although we're not gonna break this
Been
down,
#1 for a long time.
I just want to say that this kid, Michael Eifert is his name, the challenger here.
Nice kid.
He came to the United States and he spent some time with my father, with Teddy, and he wanted Teddy to train him. You decided not to, but you did help him. You spent some time with him. This was a few years ago. This was after he fought Jean Pascal. He's only fought one fight since then.
Another interesting thing they brought up was that Michael Eifert actually spent time around his gym years ago. Teddy explained that Eifert came to the United States hoping to work with him after the Jean Pascal fight. Even though Teddy decided not to officially train him, he still spent time helping him and got to see him up close. Teddy Atlas also hinted that this might actually be the perfect comeback fight for Bivol after everything he has gone through recently. He mentioned Bivol's inactivity and back surgery, which clearly affected the timing of his return. Because of that, Teddy seemed to understand why Bivol's team picked a softer opponent instead of throwing him directly back into another brutal war.
It was a 6-round fight, and we're talking 3 years now, and he's still sitting there as the #1 contender. It reminds me of the conversation we just had with Hamza Sharas's opponent in Begic. I don't think Eifert deserves it, but he's getting it. Maybe Bivol deserves a softer touch.
During a recent interview, Bivol also opened up about how he handles defeat and why taking responsibility matters so much to him. He explained that after losing, he never wants to blame coaches, sparring partners, judges, or anyone else. He said a fighter has to look honestly at themselves and admit where they went wrong. Bivol said that when you look directly in the mirror, you can find your mistakes and improve from them. He also explained that complaining about others only puts a person on the wrong path. His words showed maturity and discipline, and it's clear he is using the loss as motivation going into this next fight.
How should a true champion handle defeat?
I think it's me personally. Everything what is going around me, I'm taking on my responsibility. If something happened, even I'm not involved there, I'm around there, somehow I feel that I'm responsible for this, what happened. And of course, our sport is 1 against 1, yeah, in the ring. And if you go in the ring and you lose, of course, here I feel full responsibility about what I did in the ring. Yeah, sometimes you wanna a little bit pat yourself, like, no, it's not you, it's your coach, it's your sparring partners, it's the manager, it's judges, it's everybody. You wanna do it, but if you reel directly in the mirror in your eyes, you will find where did you make mistake. And this is one of the important part. You should be truthful with yourself and tell yourself that here you was wrong.
Bivol also spoke warmly about his longtime coach, Gennady Mashyanov. He explained that they have been working together since 2010 and are now more like family than just coach and fighter. Bivol said his coach gives him advice not only about boxing, but also about life outside the ring. He even called a real coach like a father for an athlete because of the trust and guidance they provide. Later in the interview, Bivol talked about how happy he was with the training camp environment, especially the healthy food and strong recovery setup. Overall, Bivol sounds focused, motivated, and fully ready to bounce back against Michael Eifert.
I believe your coach is like your second father. Could you talk about your coach?
Yeah, Gennady, it's like, yeah, I'm spending a lot of time with him. We start working with him at 2010, it's 16 years ago. Yeah, and a lot of lectures he gave me. If I'm doing something not good in the training, he could give me a lecture about training. If he see some life situations, he could give me some lecture or advices about the life. I can ask him about his experience. Yeah, we're not just working together. Yeah, we like a family. Yeah, and I could say that the real coach, it's like a father for the athlete, because we are looking at him with open mouth and open eyes.
Everything now depends on the upcoming fight night. Now that the loss has been suffered and the operation completed and a lot of issues have arisen, Dmitry Bivol is working hard once again without making any excuses for anything. From freezing training sessions to long-lasting sparring matches and training, this camp appears to be quite tough for a boxer who wants to show something to himself rather than anyone else. While Michael Eifert is not known as a boxer with a huge following at the moment, he will be fighting against a boxer who seems to be ready to do anything to make a way back to success. Will this fight mark Bivol's beginning of his rise to glory, or just yet another page in his challenging life? Time will tell. Let us know your thoughts on this in the comments section below.